there's a silky pillowcase, slither in my innocent oasis. You bring the pain, I'll deliver patience. I see the lion and try to tame him. I know the werewolf behind the sheep, familiar the scent of deceit behind your pretty teeth. Saying you need space to breathe, but what does that really mean? I don't believe when you said to me you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve, I don't believe.
They say make hay while sun shine. Hello family, welcome to today's property review. I'm located in Syokimau, where we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom apartment. 1-bedroom price starts from 5.6 million, 2-bedroom start from 7 to 8 million, and a 3-bedroom start from 8 to 11 million. In Syokimau, where we are, it is 25 minutes from Nairobi city, that is the capital city of Kenya. From Mombasa Road, it is 5 minutes to where we are, where this property is located. And another thing, from the SGR, it is 15 minutes. Also from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, it is 15 minutes. In this gated community, they have borehole, and also we have water from the county. The sewer line, also it is well connected. So join me, we find more of this property.
The entry into a 2-bedroom. So at the entry door, this is how it looks like. Many people like to call it the entry foyer, but most of the time it will depend. If you can still call it the entry foyer, it is okay with you. So when you enter in, at the entry door, you have this, the shoe rack in front of you. But before that, when you enter in, you have this view of your dining, the living room. As your eyes can go, that takes you up to the balcony side. So one thing I need to tell you, this show house is not part of the main house. So this was constructed before the main house. So the main house is on the other side, will be in this show house, and also I will also showcase an empty like a completed unit now into the main house. So you have the shoe rack, where when you enter in, that is where you will put your shoe. This takes you straight, but on your left hand you have the kitchen, a narrow one though, as you can see, but it will come with the oven, it will come with the extractor, and also it will come with the cooker. That one will see it in an empty apartment. Then you have the cabinets, and another thing is this door leads you out to your laundry area. That is from the kitchen. You're able to access your laundry space at this area. So one thing I need to tell you, that building, that is the main structure. So some of the things may not appear here, like you don't have any point here for water. That's why that is the main building. When you stand at this side facing this is how you have a view of your kitchen, the below and above the cabinets, and that door leads you out of the kitchen. Nicely done. And at this corner, this is where, as the space looks like, that is where you will have your fridge. Mainly such units are for investment, for the people who are investing. Straight will move out into this area where you have your dining. The same concept, this is the same concept I've seen a different developer who has done the same layout like this. So you have this area where you have a dining of 4, nicely done lights that brings light when you 4 people you are eating. And then straight you have, this is your living room. You're able to have a view of outside where your TV stand will be, the center light, nicely done. So everything you see, the furniture, these are, they have just staged it for you to have a clear view on how you can manage and you can arrange your house. And when you stand here, this takes you straight, that is the first bedroom, but you have this space towards the first bedroom, and on the other side, that is where you have the main bedroom. As we have a view of your living room from this corner, you are able to see your couch, you are able to see the center light, just a view of your living room from the TV stand that side. You can see the balcony as we sway the camera around as we are moving towards like the main entry of the house, but now we are standing at this side, so you will have a view of your dining space. They have done a very good job. To me, this is what I would say. And also another thing is the price range. We move straight where now we can access the balcony, and you can see there's not two, we have the sliding doors that allows you now to access the balcony. I closed it because it's an active construction site. Because of the noise, we end up not wanting a lot of noise. So you have a balcony, you can have the furnitures as you can see them from this side where I'm standing. Okay, then that is the construction itself on that side. Okay, just a small view, because as I told you, the shower house was not part of the main house. The shower house was staged before the main house. They were still constructing. And then at the balcony side, when you stand, you have a view of your living room, takes you straight to your dining, straight into your entry door, and also you have a look at the common toilet, which is the first, yes, the common toilet, because this unit comes with only two toilets. And here you have your TV stand, where you will have the TV as they have done the storage, nicely done. That is the TV console, a view of it from this corner, as you have a clear view also of the house itself, of the unit itself, nicely done. So from this side, we'll move straight into now the washroom, not the first, it's just the washroom. At the entry door, you have a vanity here, a mirror, and then you can be able to see the cubicle shower plus the water closet at the corner tiling, as this staging of the shower shows, floor to ceiling. That's how they have done the tiling. From there now we'll have a view into the first bedroom of the house, straight into the first bedroom. When you stand here, you're able to see your bed space, you're able to see this window bringing in light. We move in deep into the house, the spacing here, the wardrobe is a sliding one, so to access your clothes is very easy. Still have space to access the other side. When you stand here, you'll have a clear view of your bed, the wardrobe, just a view of the guest bedroom of the first bedroom of this unit. Nicely done. On the wall there you can see it has been painted white. So when you stand here also, you have a view of your dining. Just a small, you can see two people sitting there. You have a view also of your sitting room. You come back here, then we'll have a look into the main bedroom of the house. When you stand here, you can see there is a space. There is some space between when you enter in, when you want to access the bathroom, as you move towards the bedroom. At the door, you will see the water closet, a cubicle shower, a basin or the vanity, And then we see the tiling, floor to ceiling, nicely staged. Many of you, when you see like this, you keep on asking, is the unit coming with the furniture? No, unit doesn't come with the furniture. If you want a unit with the furniture, the pricing will be different. From here into the main bedroom, a large window on that side, light into this room. You have space here, you have space on the other side, and you can see how they have staged that bed, nicely done, and enough space to access your cloth line. On this side, when we come on the other side, also you have a greater view of your wardrobe. So from this side, from the window, you're able to have a view of the bed. As we roll the camera, that is the wardrobe. And then also we go back up to the entry, that is the entry door, that space, and then you are able to see a small area where that is the door that leads to the washroom.
When you said to me, you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve. Your silky little sleeve. Something's up your silky little sleeve. Your silky little sleeve. I seen it coming from up the block. Must be the one that you think I'm not. Let me remind you if you forgot. I'm not the one or the two or the three or the five. Girl, you need space. Go ahead, get your life while you search.
This 3-bedroom comes with a staff quarter. At the entry foyer or your entry door, when you stand here, you have a look of your house. But before that, this is the entry into the house, where one thing they did, they have stickers of the size of the unit. Then you're welcome into the unit, where you have this, the shoe rack will come in. That is where now you remove your shoe as you do other things. When you stand here, you'll have a view of your kitchen, your dining, plus your living room, and also with a clear eye, you will have a look at your balcony. On this side, you have this, the dining area, and the dining area you are able to have a look at your kitchen. But before that, let's just have a turn as we look at our entry into the unit. This is the entry into the unit. You can see the door, you can see the shoe rack, and then you are able to see your dining area, extra storage, and then you have the kitchen on that side. A dining of 4 people, because a 3-bedroom, I don't feel you have a lot of visitors. And then here you have this door, a sliding door that leads you to the kitchen. So you can make it open, you can leave it open, or have it sliding as you enter into the kitchen. The kitchen will come with the oven, will come with the cooker, and will come with the hood extractor. Plus you can see the storage, the cabinets, enough of them. Another thing is the kitchen also, you still have space provision where you'll have your fridge, and then this takes you out to your balcony. Not balcony, this is the laundry space, big enough. You'll have your washing machine here. As I told you, it was staged, so there is no any water point you can see around. But this is your laundry area where we'll be washing. This is the area. Then we go back into the house. We move back into the house. As from here, when you stand here also, you have a view of your living room, well staged. So one thing is exclude the furnitures because they don't come with the unit. Many of you will always say that does the furniture come with the unit? No. Another thing which I need to tell you, that the console you are seeing there, it will come with the unit. It is part of the final handover of the unit. We move here as we access the balcony side. So completion of phase 1, it is this December, and if you want a unit here, always is at 20% deposit. So when you stand here, you have a view of, you are able to see your living room, you are able to see your dining, and also you have to able to see the entry into the house, the lighting. Well done. Also another thing is, when you stand also at this corner, you're able to see this, the console of the TV stand. As we said, it will come with the unit, and then you have the view of it from this corner. Nicely done. That is perfect. As you move on the other side, so we'll access now the balcony. We'll access the balcony side. This is your balcony. You chill here anytime you want. Let's say in the evening, anytime you want, there is no problem. Another view into the unit, as now we move to check the rooms. It was nicely done. It has been nicely done. That's the one I'm using. It has been nicely done. So also when you stand here, that is the hallway now that will lead us into the rooms. So we move and then we check the rooms. On this side, we'll check the first. This is the washroom. On the far end is a cubicle shower. At the center, we have the water closet. At the door, you have the vanity. Back we check the first bedroom. When you stand at the entry door, a large window, light into the unit. You can see space. You have space to access that side. You have space, and also just when you enter in, you have all of these, the view. Then on this side, there is space. That is to pick your clothes. The wardrobe is a sliding one, so you may not feel, you won't be disturbed. Like you can see also the distance from the bed to outside, and then you have a view of your bedroom, as you have a view also of the window that brings in light. Enough space here also. When you want to access the window side, you still have this space. If you want to have a working table here, still you have enough space. On the window side, I'm still emphasizing on the space. You can see that. And then when you stand here, you have a view of your wardrobe. From this corner, you can be able to see the bed, you can be able to see the wardrobe, and then also you can have a look at the entry door. So we'll move out and then we check the second bedroom of this unit. Into the second bedroom of the unit. When you stand at the door, this is where everything you are able to see it. You have a bed. First thing, also you can see large window. There is light coming into the property, into the bedroom, not the property. The property is the whole thing, into the bedroom. And also when you want to access the other side to your window, you have this space where we'll walk and access the other side. So while you are here, you are able to have a view of your wardrobe. You still have space above it where you will have your bags. Then this door leads you out. So from here, let's check the remaining bedroom. Into the remaining bedroom, at the door, you are able to see the first, this side, that is where you have your bathroom, and then also a window, light into that bedroom. Into your bathroom, on the far end, a cubicle shower, a vanity, and then you have the water closet. Back, you can see enough space to access the window. That is your bed, big enough, 5 by 6, let's say queen size, enough space to access your wardrobe, big window on the other side also. Many of the time the wardrobe is like a selling point, so you have that wardrobe to the main bedroom, and then you still have enough space to access the other side. So when you stand here, you're able to see your entry into this bedroom, also the exit into the bedroom. So one thing we need to talk about the pricing. We have extra price which you need to pay when you're purchasing this unit. That is a 4% stamp duty. That is the cost of the total cost of the property. We have the legal fee, 1 to 3%. That is the lawyer, and valuation, which ranges from 5,000 to 10,000. Another thing is, for a foreigner to own a property in Kenya, first thing, you should have a valid passport. Number 2, you should have a KRA, Kenya Revenue, that is the PIN of the Kenya Revenue Authority. Number 3, you should have a licensed advocate. Number 4, you should have proof of funds. That are some of the things. So from here now, we'll check now the actual empty 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom. Now you see, this is what the show house now will be in the actual unit itself.
And hope you find, act right, saying you're fine. Read between lines. I was born at night, not last night. I can't believe when you said to me, you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve? I don't believe when you said to me, you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve. Your silky little sleeve. Something's up your silky little sleeve. Silky little sleeve. Lines between the lines, somehow I find you. I can't bother time no more, I'm tired. Lines between the lines, somehow I find you. I can't borrow time, I'm tired of trying. I can't believe when you said to me, you really need space to breathe. What you really got up your sleeve? I don't believe when you said to me, you really need space to breathe. I know something's up your silky little sleeve.
Promised will be in an empty or ready to move in unit. This is the 3-bedroom, as you have seen from the entry door. This space, the balcony on that side, comes with the kitchen, and the kitchen they haven't left it out. As I say, I thought they will have only it will be open, but they have decided also to add that sliding door. This is where you'll have your dining and then your living room. One thing which I had said the console will come with the unit, but from what I can see, it's only that the wooden part at the corner, but the console you'll end up doing it yourself. It welcomes you out on this side where you have the balcony, and then you have this view. Something we should explain also. So here, mainly this is where kids play. So you have this side is facing this side. So this is a school. So meaning this school, there will not be any unit that will come in. And then that is the road that will lead you to Mombasa Road. And another thing is, you can see the distance from where we are, plus the wall perimeter or the demarcation of the property. Nicely done. The light come with the unit. These are now standard, and also in the dining area. We check the kitchen side. We see what will come with the unit in the kitchen. Then we put on the kitchen light. You will have the sink, you will have your microwave, your oven, you will have the cooker, and then also the wood extractor with enough space for storage up and below. Nicely done. Another thing is this door opens out to your laundry area, so it comes with the boiler or the heater. This is where your washing machine will be, your laundry space. Other units, you can also see the distance from this side to the other units from the kitchen area. We check the rooms very fast. I just want you to see the different from this, the different and that you saw the show house, but they seem the same. And the only reason I'm doing this for you is to have a view of what will come with the unit. And also you can see already we have this, the internet is there. The hallway that takes you to the rooms, the common toilet, in the far end, cubicle shower, water closet, the vanity, and the mirror. Also you can have a look at the tiling. We check the first bedroom, big enough, huge, large window, natural light in. On this side, your wardrobe, nicely done. The spacing of it also, that is when you want to have your bags on top. So you can see the light in this. I haven't switched on this, it's off, and the lights are standard also. That's the first bedroom. This is the second bedroom, which you can change it into an office. You have this side, the window. Also see, look at the spacing from that block to this. You can see the spacing of it. So nothing will hinder you from having light into your unit. The wardrobe on that side. So the two bedrooms are using the common toilet. Then on this side, we enter into the main bedroom. Cubicle shower, water closet, all done. You can see the tiling, the spacing of it. And then on this side, you have your main bedroom. Large window facing this side. This is where your headboard will face, and then you have your wardrobe on that side.
Silky little sleep. Something's up your silky little sleep. Silky little sleep. What you got to hide behind that silky little sleep? What you got to hide?
Remember, you don't need all the payment at once. Right now, phase 1 completion is December, and phase 2 completion will be December 2028. A 20% deposit, the rest you distribute it. Some units which are on phase 1 are ready to move in. I'm waiting for your call. Make that call, we make a site visit, you purchase this unit. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next property review. Bye bye.